welcome everybody, or welcome back if you're returning. This is my first voiceover for one of my builds, so if you like it, please give this video a thumbs up, and while you're there, you should definitely hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. For this build, I knew I wanted to recreate Magnolia Blossom Park from Willow Creek. I wanted to give it more of an overgrown, somewhat private park feeling. Usually my builds start with one idea and then I'll create from there. So for this build, I wanted to make like a floating gazebo with a bridge to it, so your Sims can have some lunch or do some painting over the water. This is my second time creating this build. In my first attempt, I put the gazebo and the water in the middle of the property, but it just felt sort of awkward trying to fit other aspects of the park around it. I would love it for Sims to update the game with diagonal stairs, because holy moly, it was annoying trying to find a way to make the stairs go to the bridge. I ended up really loving the moat around the build. I feel like it just adds to the secluded feel of the park. For this part of the park, I wanted to have a sunken seating area, so I just built a room in an octagon shape and used the little arrow on the item to push it down. I then really wanted to add another level to the sunken seating, so I added 4 corners and then I sunk down only once, so they sit between the ground and the seating area, if that makes any sense. I thought these flowers looked really pretty, so I used them to fill the space. A trick that I love using is bb.moveObjects, and then using the 9 key to lower the scale. I find that's the best way to create dimension when it comes to landscaping. Also, if anyone knows how I can make a pool on a platform, please leave it in the comments. I do really love the fountain I ended up using anyways. I just wanted to do some more custom fountains. The fountain I ended up using, I believe, is base game, which I want to say that a lot of this build is either base game or can easily be replaced with base game items. I added some chess tables and the classic park benches to complete the park requirements. As I continued this build, I created 4 zones that all come together in the end, so the gazebo, the sunken seating area, the washroom, and then finally a playground. I really wanted to try creating a typical playground, so I used 2 sets of monkey bars and swings, and then added the classic pirate ship in the middle. I then just surrounded the park with a hedge fence and a couple arches for the entrance. I really love using sand for playground areas. I feel like it adds a more realistic feel to it, at least all the parks I went to. As you can see, I was really struggling to find a swatch that would match with the tables that I used for the gazebo. I decided on some polka dot pattern chairs that are in like a bluish color. Are they classy? Are they homey? I don't know, but I love them. When I'm making numerous table seatings, like a restaurant or something, I really like to give them alternating amounts of chairs. Like maybe the one table stole an extra chair for a 4th friend. I don't know. I like it though. I truly believe that using terrain paint or the terrain tools is an art form, and those who have mastered it, my hat goes off to you, because I always struggle with it. The outcome is always worth it to me though, but it's definitely a struggle, especially in the beginning. This voiceover is just a lot of me saying I love this and I love that, but I really love this arch from Horse Ranch Pack. The string lights, the flowers, it's just perfect. If you've seen some of my other builds, you definitely recognize this, but I am obsessed with rocks. EA, I want more rocks. Seriously though, I feel like the rocks are perfect for surrounding ponds and paths, just to give it a more finished look. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to edit a lot out, but really all I do is pick a random rock and place it spaced out, and then just alternate between different rocks. I just make sure that the same rock is not beside itself, and I just do this all the way around the pond or path or whatever I'm using them for. While this is going, I do want to just tell you a bit about myself and my channel. Isla is the name of my fur baby. She's just such a princess, so of course I had to name my channel after her. I'll insert a picture of her here. I am from Canada. I do have a part-time job, but I really love creating in Sims, so I wanted to create a channel centered around building. I might do some gameplay in the future. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Also, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as I can. If you haven't started adding lily pads to your ponds yet, it's a must. It just gives a very whimsical, full feel to any build. Here, I'm just sizing down some rocks using the same cheat as earlier, but pressing the 0 key this time, and I'm just using the same technique to line the paths. When you want to make a build look like it belongs in the area, I find the best option is to zoom out and see what trees and what color palette is used around you. Because of where Magnolia is, there's a lot of pink trees around, so I use some white, some pink, and some green trees to kind of mask the build inside the world. I wanted to use the oak trees to create a canopy over top of the path that leads to the outhouse. I don't know, to me, the more privacy the better. To make a large grassy section look more full, I like using any cluster of flowers or grass and just hold shift and randomly click, focusing on making sure that I surround the base of the trees with flowers or grass. I really hope that you enjoyed this build today. Remember to like and subscribe. I post every Monday and Friday. I hope you have yourself a beautiful day, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye!